looking at doing live streaming or doing live events, weddings, podcasting, you name it. And podcasting is going to be huge this year, dude. If you haven't paid attention to what Netflix is doing, they just bought a whole bunch of them. They're testing it now. We know which way they're going. All right, so we're going to talk about a digital mixer that could really, really help you out a lot. So, welcome to the channel. If you want to find out any questions about my services, use the QR code below. This is A.P.C. Photography. We do more than photography. We do audio. We do photography and we do cinematography. So we cover every aspect of every event and everything you're doing. So it's pretty cool. Let's talk about it. The CQ18T. This thing is amazing. First off, it's a digital mixer with 18 ins and I believe it is 8 outs. Take a look at this right here. So if you're interested in running a show and you don't want to have to buy everything under the sun to make a show work, get this. Let me explain why this is so important. First off, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 just regular microphone inputs, which means you just run regular mics into them any way you want to. These microphone inputs have independent, what they call it, phantom power, which is really cool. So you can use high-end microphone, condenser microphones, and make that work. Now, if you're in that situation where you have a guest who's coming in, has got a piano, guitar, all the other things that can make your day. Well, let's just say if you've ever done live production and been a live audio guy, DIs, interfaces for those pianos, guitars, and the rest, yeah, that's been fun. So what this one does for you, which I like, is it gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 combo jacks. So you can take a high Z product, you can take a piano, you can take a line level in, or you can use the regular microphones in these ports here, and you can control them. You've also got a left and right that can be brought in using one of these cables if you need to. That's got a 1/4 inch on one side, and it would be a male, it'd be a female, not a male, but it'd be that type of cable for yourself. That would be one of the options you have available. And then, of course, you got your foot switch. So if you got a guitarist who needs a foot switch, or you're going to have somebody who has effects and they're going to be using a foot switch for it, you have it here. Now, your outputs are going to go 2 different ways. And if you happen to be someone who's working with the new ATEM, this will make you super happy because it's going to have the XLR outputs. And if you are working with an ATEM HD, or if you're working with something that needs XLR inputs, you can take channels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, do independent channels out using a cable like this and plug it into any of your systems. It could be an ATEM, it could be another digital recorder, it could be speakers on the stage, whatever you want it to be, you can put it out there. That is one of the cool things about working with the CQ18T. And we still have your regular XLR outputs, and those could be your mains, or those can go out to your HD streaming system. Everything on here is touchscreen too. And you also get an app with that, and we'll get over that in just a moment here. So you got a big touch screen, and then you've got your knobs and controls right here. So when you touch a screen point, you can use these knobs to control it: configure, fader, FX, and home. And you've also got a couple presets, and then you got your volume controls here. Along with that, if you are someone who's recording tracks for a podcast, if you are doing a live event and you want to have audio backup to go along with your cameras and also to go with what went out in the live stream, this is another amazing tool. You can record 2 different ways. You can use a thumb drive, or you can use an SD card, and you can record the tracks either as a master track or a master track and individual tracks. So each one of these 16 inputs can be recorded individually onto the SD card, and the mix that you put out onto the live streamer in the room. You can also do sub mixes and a few other things on this too. It also has what looks like a printer cable hookup. What this does is it allows you to plug into your laptop and get individual tracks, 16 tracks in. I think it's either 2 or 4 tracks out for being able to record a live session. That's what I mean. This is the only one you're going to need for a long time. especially when you start your business, is this one here. Or if you are opening up a podcast studio in your company, this is what you're going to need. It also has an Ethernet connection cable. This Ethernet connection cable opens up several applications and several ways to connect to this unit and transmit audio and controls throughout a network system. You also have this little part right here below the network, which is an antenna, allows you to use your iPad for an app for it. And a couple cool features on this. It's got a 96 kilohertz processing, quick channels, auto gain. You don't have to be the best mixer in the world. This does the auto gain for you. It's Wi-Fi, Bluetooth audio, multi-track recording, 16-line input. You got one stereo out, 6 monitor out, touchscreens. You got the multi-track USB interface. And then it also allows you to control it with an app, and you can automatically mix it. So you can do a mix master for it real quick. So this is actually pretty smooth. I'm not going to play the video. You can go to their website and you can play the video there. This is another picking your mixing style. I like this feature on here because you can either choose to be a really, really well-taught engineer who knows how to do everything very well and get that perfect mix, or you can let the system do it for you. If you're not good at this, you're new to it, and get something that's fairly close to perfect. So either way, your choice. Really fast setups. Auto gain on this is really simple. You just start playing or you start talking and it just does the gain for you. There's also a feedback assist. If you've ever been to an event and had your ears blown out, when I say blown out, I mean absolutely blown out because somebody doesn't know how to stand in front, not get in front of a microphone, or screeches and things like that. It does a really good job of filtering out that. It doesn't completely eliminate it, but it does a good job of EQing that out automatically if it can. Another thing is the effects. Super easy to work with. And for especially the people I'm teaching for audio and video now, the effects looks like something that makes sense from their iPhone and from the rest. And let's be real. Those are the people I'm hiring in, and they're going to want to know how to use this in the best and most convenient way for them. That's what makes this really cool. It does have DCA, so if you want to build your mixes out, you can definitely do that, and you can control drones, voice, VFXs, all that. That's all there. As you get more advanced into mixing, you'll find yourself using DCAs a lot. This is nice. You're in control, and you can... It's a touch screen, but you can control multiple of the sliders and effects on screen. So it's a multi-touch. I like that part. This app, woo, gives you all the functionality from your iPad. Let me say that one more time again. All your functionality from an iPad. So if you're in a situation where you do not have the space to set up an audio station, but you still need to be able to get everything out to the band, or you still need to be able to get everything out to your video station and all the rest, and you've got you want to use it like a stage box, but you also want to send a feed out to whoever's going to be doing live streaming or whoever's going to be recording the event. You can still use the app right there. It's pretty filthy. It's nice. Here's how it looks captured. You know, they do cool stuff there. There's the SD card in it. So that's your SD card in it, and you can record that, and then when you're done, you can just go ahead and deliver to a client. Remember, when you're doing this, it's a poly file, so if they don't know how to do a poly file, make sure you do a mix master with it too and show them how to open it up in a DAW. Here's your access point, so you don't even have to bring in a Wi-Fi thing for yourself, and then you've got all the IOs. 16 in, 6 out with your own monitor mixes. They all, like I said, it's got integrated automatic mic mixer, so this makes life easy. And it's one of the many DAWs that are out there, but this is the one thing that's really cool. It works with a lot of different DAWs, and you can put in multi-track with it. Here's a quick list of all the features. Don't know if you can see that on there, so let me see if I can get that a little larger, little larger, so you can read these features. So it's a little bit easier. We'll go like this. Here we go. So you're going to have 8 XLR ins. And then you're going to have XLR, TRS combo jacks, and two stereo TRS. You've also got two XLRs, two ERSs out. This is actually pretty cool. So it's a 24 by 22 input output interface on it, and it's also got recording. So you got 24 by 22 or 16 by 16 at 96 kilohertz. This is for all the people who are nerding out on all the features. That's for me because that's what I would really be into, and for your engineers, you're gonna have Bluetooth playback with a dedicated input channel. This is extremely important when you first start your business and doing this, or you're doing events. It's so nice to be able to connect a cell phone to it, playlist from somebody's playlist that they love, and be that events person. Especially if they don't want to pay for a DJ, that's cool. We'll just do a digital playlist. If you want to send me the list, I'll play it from my laptop, or if you want to play it from your phone, your choice. And a lot of people like doing it from their phones and from their iPads, so it's a big plus. You do have the ability to do 4 FX engines at once. You have the ability to do 3 custom rotaries and 3 custom soft keys. That just means where you're turning the knob and where you can touch the button. It has a dual foot switch. Now, this is kind of important. If you've ever used foot switching, it's really good for turning on effects and turning off effects. 2 assignable TRS headphone outputs. So what that really means is you can have a mix for yourself, and you can have a mix that's supposed to be going out to whoever it is going to be listening to it. And then it's also got the ability to switch between 2.4 and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. So right down to it, if you are looking for your first mixer board that's going to be like, this is it for me, I'm going to tell you to go ahead and go with this one here. Yeah, I'm going to slide that in place. I'm going to tell you to go with the CQ18T. It will be about $1,200. And some will say, why would I invest $1,200 in a mixer like this up front? Because this mixer is also going to be your podcast mixer. It's going to be your live stream mixer. It's going to be your live event mixer. You name the thing you're going to be doing at an event. You name what they got to do. This pretty much can do it. If you got somebody that comes in, I need a recording of the event. Done. I need to be able to put a monitor up by the DJ so they can hear their music. Done. I want a confidence monitor put in the ears of somebody. Done. I need to be able to do a piano, this, that, and other. Done. I need to put a whole band. I need to put like 6 microphones or 8 microphones up there for a panel. Done. It's all here. It's a matter of having all the tools in one place at one time. So if anyone's got questions on this, ask me. If not, thank you everybody that popped in. I'm only going to be on here for about 2 or 3 more minutes if there's no questions. And I'm just going to hype out what I like about it. If you like this item, check the description below. There is a link and a QR code. I'd get a very, very, very small commission for doing this, putting that code in there. But hey, every little bit helps in keeping the channel free as I start giving away more and more information on technology. Because I'm also building a paywall for bigger companies, but this I want to still keep free so people can kind of get to know it. So if you got questions, please ask. If you don't, I'm going to yak and talk about this thing for a couple minutes and then head on out. I see no comments and no questions, so I'm going to give my last little talks about what I think about this unit. From someone who uses his Midas M32s, has used Allen and Heath mixers that are bigger than this. I've used the small L20s that used to be like $1,200. There's nothing out there that I know of that has all the features this has at $1,200 with the name behind it and the reliability behind it. You can't lose on this one, and it's phenomenal to have. I'm not saying you have to buy it, but this is just one of my many recommendations you're going to see in the range between $800 to $2,000 for digital mixers to start off with, because your next step up is going to be closer to $5,000 to $15,000. That's really going to take you a step above this. Technology's gotten cheaper and way better for most events we're doing. All right, thank you for watching. I appreciate everybody who showed up tonight. There was a few of y'all that popped in here. Let's see who popped in. And beyond that, have a good night, y'all.